friends, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review, and I must apologize for my absence here this past week. Couple things. I started a new job. I'm working for a different hospital, which thus far, still in the honeymoon phase, but thus far I enjoy it. And also had a minor procedure done, so I was out of commission for a few days as well. Just did not really feel like shooting any videos or anything of that nature. So I do apologize for being absent during this past week. So anyway, hold on, I gotta pause the camera for something. Yeah, so anyway, that's the reason for my absenteeism. Brian is back. If you're paying attention to his channel, he also does one called Brian Tulsa, where he just essentially just talks about anything that comes to mind. It's a pretty entertaining channel. Sometimes he'll cover political issues or just anything that is of public interest or just things happening in his life. So if you want to see how he's doing, go ahead and check out Brian Tulsa, aka Hooded Cobra Commander. But he is doing much better. I stay in contact with him, but text messages and phone calls really don't give me much of an idea of how he's doing. But seeing him in those videos, he looks a lot better. Looks like he's feeling so much better that I'm really happy for him. He has that spark in his eye again. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the topic of today. Yes, the background still is Halloweenish. I'm going to take all that down eventually. And I just might leave the stonework up there just by itself and not display anything back there. I kind of like that that stone look back there, like the cave or castle type look. So I'll leave that there. Today we're going to be doing a viewer request. This one is from They Gone. He's a good friend and has been actually, I think he's one of the first supporters of my channel. So he had requested to see the Snake Eyes movie version of the Baroness. Now, I got to tell you, this Baroness looks a little bit different from the other Baronesses that we are used to seeing. This is you just can't really go wrong with this character. The movie itself, I know some people are wanting the comic book version of the story of Snake Eyes, and I get that. That would be a really cool film to see, without a doubt. But this also gives another perspective of how he had come about. And who knows, the sequel just might be him being in the military. But with a modern setting, it wouldn't be in Vietnam, where he met Storm Shadow and Stalker. Too many years have passed since, so it might be updated. Who knows? But if you haven't seen the movie, please watch it with an open mind. I did, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. I actually bought it on YouTube, and I've watched it twice already. The actors are great. They picked some very good casting. Scarlet and the Baroness both show up in there. Their roles are very limited. It's more focused on Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, but their appearance was very important. So they both have that important role in the movie. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this Baroness. I have not opened her up yet. Pretty anxious to see um, this character, to open it and take a look at it. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so here she is, the Baroness. Oh, the package art looks really good. She does have short hair in the movie as well. You can see the Rashikage symbol. We're going to be seeing that a lot, methinks. Picture of the card art there with her holding a dagger. This very nice picture of Snake Eyes. This is a great picture. I really enjoy that one. Crowd, I'd love to see that on a movie poster. And the dragon here in the back, that's really sweet, seeing that. And of course, for all the video gamers, her strengths are listed there. So let's take a look at the character herself. Let's go ahead and pop open the seal on this. Fortunately, these are pretty easy to find at Walmart. Every time I go, I see Snake Eyes movie 6-inch figures, which is nice. And I'm also seeing more retro figures. So I think Hasbro is getting a handle on the logistics. So on the inside here, we have the Arashikage symbol and the Baroness here on the tray. So I'm going to pause this and take her off the tray. Okay, first and foremost, let's take a look at her features. This is actually a pretty attractive figure. The actress herself is an attractive woman. She is a model. Her name eludes me. I should have looked that up before I talked about this character, but look at this. It's a very good figure. They stayed relatively true to her costume, or to her uniform, if you will, with the vintage run. This very nice belt with the Cobra insignia on the front. And she does have the body armor here on the front and down on her legs, of course on her arms as well. If you look really close, it has this scale pattern here on her suit, and that is really cool. Here on her tuchus, it's kind of a diamond pattern, but they really did a great job sculpting this figure. I mentioned, of course, she has short hair, and the sculpting on her hair is really good. She's wearing his choker, which is a nice little addition. So she does come with her glasses, her trademark, I would say. This is what really makes the Baroness stand out. They even, with the first G.I. Joe movie, the Baroness, they added her putting her glasses on in a scene, and she touched a little button and she was able to work them like binoculars. But a little bit of a overpaint on these, so I can't really say they're a great accessory, but it doesn't hurt. She looks really good with those on. Her boots are high-heeled. They're wedged boots. Since they made her legs so thin, I don't really like the ankle joint. At least on this example, it really just does not look good. So not real pleased about that. She comes with an MP5 real world weapon, has a silencer on the front, which does remove. Very nice weapon indeed. It does have a collapsible stock. So MP means machine pistol. It's a 9mm, holds 30 rounds. And she came with 2 kukri. It's a curved knife on each side. I don't know if you could see that, but these are cobra heads. And each of these kukri fit right down into these holsters or sheaths. I don't really quite like that either. Yeah, it's nice for display, but for practicality, I mean, if she's running, these blades are flopping and her legs could hit them, you know, if you want to look at it through a real world aspect, but hey, your imagination has no limitations. So to a kid, to me, it doesn't matter. Doesn't really want to hold the handle of her gun. Actually, it bent a bit. For her, they should have shaved it down a bit, but it does work pretty well with in her hand. All in all, she is a very nice figure. Few flaws on this that I'm not too thrilled about, but other than that, I mean, what can I say? It's the Baroness. You just really can't go wrong with it. Uh, good looking figure. Love the detail on it. Very popular amongst collectors. Let's just put it that way. But I do like this figure. If you guys haven't gotten that point across, very cool action figure. She does have a hole in her back for a backpack. There are a lot of folks out there who are doing a lot of 3D printing for these 6-inch figures. I have a Cobra jetpack, a G.I. Joe jetpack. I painted and put the black on there. And then there's a bazooka, their laser rifle, and you know, that's it on those. So these figures, you know, come in with the holes, additional holes, make it a lot nicer for, you know, the customizers out there, 3D printing. I think I picked those up for like $5 for 2 jetpacks, and the guns were next to nothing. So anyway, a lot of people are customizing these figures, and I like that idea too. Here's a Cobra Commander hood that I painted. This came in black, but I'm going to add that to the variant on the first Cobra Commander. So anyway, if you guys are looking for her, she is a little bit harder to find. You'll find Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow a lot more than you will find the Baroness. So to give you guys a heads up on that. I'm even finding the toys at they came out with a smaller, I think it's like a 5-inch action figure. I've been finding those at Target and at Walmart as well. And again, the Baroness is a little bit harder to find, just given her popularity. So that's it, guys. It wraps this up. No Byron's gripes on this one. You know, there are people buying these and selling them online, but I mean, she's too new right now to really do a gripe session. But let me just check eBay real quick. So, popping up eBay here. Oh, I mean, a lot of people like Byron's gripes, so that's kind of a part of this channel now. So, let me take a look here. Nope. G.I. Joe, Baroness, classified. Okay, $15.98 for one and $5.90 for shipping. Okay, that's pretty good. They're even selling the Cobra coils a lot cheaper because they're becoming more readily available. I was seeing the coils being sold for 200 plus. Now those have dropped down. That's the Cobra Island Baroness. So these are within the $60 range. Here's a Baroness for $26.99, another one for $30. Here's a Cobra coil, $58.99 or better offer. So what happened was, after this is just my opinion, that's all. Oh, here's one for $29.99. So what really happened, in my opinion, with these figures, with the Cobra coil and everything, is the market is becoming saturated. The initial gotta have it is over. The buying frenzy, kind of like a feeding frenzy of sharks, that's over. So the prices on these, in my opinion, again, are dropping. You could go to Walmart or Target.com and check it daily. You can pre-order one and have it sent to you. So that has dropped the price quite a bit. And the Target has really been keeping an eye out for scalpers. So they only allow you to buy one at a time. So that allows people to gives everybody a chance to buy one, I should say. And right now with people buying and reselling these, people have to make a living, and I'm starting to really understand that. At first, the scalping was getting out of hand, and selling these toys for $200-300, that was pretty aggravating. And then I really put some thought into it. A lot of people have lost their jobs, so they're making money off of selling these toys. So I have a little more sympathy towards that. But I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for supporting Friday Night Frights and bearing with Vampire. I know he could get a little out of hand sometimes with his stories. He had to end this season with It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, or It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I mean, what is Christmas and Halloween without Charlie Brown? Everybody that pretty much alive now has seen and celebrated Christmas and Halloween with Charlie Brown. He is as much a part of our lives as our own families have been. So he figured that's the best way to end it, is with that story. Oh, so thank you guys for your support on Friday Night Frights and all your comments. And remember, please stay safe out there. Remember the triple S, safety, sanitize, 6 feet, wash your hands, wear your masks where required, social distance where required. If you're not vaccinated, please talk to your family and your doctor to see if that's the best thing for you. And if you don't want to vaccinate, fine. I have no problem with that. It's your body, it's your choice. But please at least wear a mask to protect yourself from this terrible virus, and to also protect others. Because if you catch it and you're wearing a mask, you can't really spread it. The chances of you spreading it wearing a mask are next to nothing. And I mean, these are the masks that we wear in surgery as healthcare providers, the heavier N95, everybody's aware of those now. Those are the masks that we wear to go into a patient's room that's in isolation for tuberculosis or HIV, very communicable, very catchy diseases. So those masks I know work. I've been in rooms with patients with TB. I've been in rooms with patients with HIV, active AIDS and HIV. And I wore those masks, gowned up, everything. So anyway, you guys stay safe out there. Sorry to waste your time with all this. I really missed you guys this past week, so I'm a little more chatty. But you guys take care. We'll see you next week for another G.I. Joe toy review. And hey, if you have an idea for another review, let me know. If I have that toy, I'll be more than happy to review it. That will be my pleasure to do that for you. So you guys take care. We'll see you next week. Until then, this is Joe Motion Videos A2 signing off. Bye-bye.